Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can y'all hear me? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. What's up? My chat thing, for some reason, I was trying to type in the chat, but I noticed it was delaying a lot. Plus, I also noticed my, for some strange reason, my stuff that usually appears on the screen looks like it's gone. Hold on just a sec. I'm gonna check YouTube Studio. Is it frozen? What's happening? So I'm just trying to check, do some little tech work and see what's troubleshooting, see what's happening. Wait, why is this? What the heck is this? Get this out of here. Okay. For some reason OBS opened twice on me. I don't know why. Okay, so that's working. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird. My stuff that usually appears on the screen, it's like it just disappeared. But I see y'all can hear me loud and clear. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Well, that's good to hear. That's better. Alright, that's a good setup. Yeah. I don't know what happened to my, swords and everything. It's like it's gone, but I know the stuff is there. It's gonna appear later, but it's just sometimes, I guess sometimes I've had this happen. This doesn't really happen quite often, but I think like one occasion before it did that, and it just for some reason just removed it. I was like, why? Okay. All in all, y'all can hear me just fine. Yeah. Okay, that's just my left. All right. Well, whatever's going on, it's something I'll probably see and take a look if it will restore itself later. Because it did that before, so I don't think it's a problem now. I think it's just a little nuisance. So, forgive me, the screen is very weird. I'm going to actually do something. I'm going to see, I'm going to, hold on. I'm going to just switch over. What's up? What's what's happening, folks? So it's once again, it's XP Story Gamers, aka, though I started calling myself Detective X for short. Detective X. But yeah, XP is like the shorter variation to my username. Funny story, I actually used to be called Final Fantasy Rules. That was actually an older username I had on, I believe I don't know if I had it on YouTube or I had it on Twitch first. I think I had it on Twitch. I think it was. Yeah, Final Fantasy Rules was my previous username. I had it like on Twitch, and then I think I had it on YouTube after. But I want a name that kind of more reflects on what I want to do on my channel. So I had the name altered, but that's another name. It's like a nickname for me. It's Final Fantasy Rules. With the Z at the end, just like XP Story Gamers with the Z at the end. Some people used to call me Final Fantasy. Or, you know. So, yeah. Though I admit, when I say like Final Fantasy Rules, the only Final Fantasy games I will tell you that I really, really, really enjoyed and I beat fully, and I mean like fully enjoyed, was Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 10. 9 was all right. 9 wasn't half bad. 9 was okay. I just had preference for 7 and 8, and then when I got to 10, I got that one even more. So that's just me. But I still played 9. Eventually beat that, and then I did play a bit of 12, but I didn't really get around to beating that one. I played 13. I beat 15 with Noctis. I got far in 13, but I hadn't really got around to beat that one. I did play Final Fantasy X too, which was, well, I mean, it was okay. It was okay. I mean, imagine Yuna with guns, like, yeah. Final Fantasy X-2 was very intriguing. Let's see what you wrote in the comments. The weather got warmer. It's in the mid 70s in my neck of the woods. Yeah, the weather, summer. Keep yourself nice and cool. Got fans, blast them. I mean, you can use the air conditioner. Just don't use it too much, otherwise you're gonna raise the bill. Use it as much. You can use it as best as when you can. Especially when it really gets hot, or when it's getting close to getting very hot in your home, and then it's like, okay, now I gotta turn on the AC. Let me check up on something real quick. So, how's business, everyone? How's the case of your life going so far? How's your week's been? How's your month? April, we got one more week, and like, what is it, like one more week, and then the next couple of days, and then it's like May. Just trying to get this thing to, there we go. I played Final Fantasy X-2 to completion back when I had it on PS2, but I haven't gotten around to doing it again on the HD remaster for modern consoles. The hassle was tedious the first time around. There are lots of things in Final Fantasy X-2 when it came to gameplay, and also when it came to like a few completionist stuff that I could probably say I can agree that it would probably be a hassle to play it again. It was alright. I just prefer Final Fantasy X, the first one. I mean, Final Fantasy X-2 was alright. I did like when it got to the end and for Yuna and the MC, because it showed a connection between with the ending of the first Final Fantasy X, and then it ties to the second one. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it was really intriguing. It was just the kind of game where I felt like it was all right, but it's just wasn't my thing. But I still wanted to play and beat it because I did enjoy the first one. I gave it a shot. It was okay. It's just I just got my preferences. Is this thing on? Why is it? Oh no! I know why it's showing those things. Okay, never mind. We're good. I guess that's some kind of rhyming, funny, comical statement from somewhere. Union Gamer. What's going on, Haseo? How's it going? Good thing I made it back to getting things prepped for this stream, as I mentioned. So now I got this all set. I'm gonna watch my PlayStation because one thing I did notice, well, it only happened when I was playing Genshin, is when because it would end up. He said, "Good, awesome." The fan, everything would push a little hard, and then eventually it said, "Oh, the PS4 too hot," and it had to turn it off. So right now it's doing the fan thing, but I think I know why it's doing it, because I have this capture card attachment thing going on. So I'm watching it to see how long it will last. Hopefully it lasts a good length. My length of playing this, streaming wise, is probably going to be probably for about up to 2 hours, hopefully. If anything happens where the PS4 starts saying, "Oh, it's too hot," then I have to cease the function and stop it. It shouldn't. It should be cool. When I say that, my PlayStation 4 should be cool. It has cooled before. It hasn't done that. It only done that on like 2 occasions, but other than that, it hasn't done that in a while. So I think it. So I say it's good. It's well. It's cool. If anything does happen, I will cut off. I will turn off the PS4, and then I'll just switch screens, and then we'll just have to end the stream, have a little chat, and then end the stream from there. Because what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to need to clean my PlayStation 4. Check the, maybe try to get some dust cleaning or something. Do something to make sure it gets taken care of. It's the lyrics to a madrigal I performed at a Renaissance festival. Your mention of spring and May triggered the memory. Ooh. At a Renaissance festival. How is the Renaissance festivals out there, lad?
Welcome. A box lunch, right?
I can't remember if I had a friend who he went to these festivals.
Do you looking forward?
I mean, I did have a friend who always into like the whole medieval and all type of armor kind of designs and costume play and all that stuff. I don't know if he's attended one of those festivals. Maybe he has. Oh yeah, how are those festivals?
Switch!
It should be good. these done. This one's getting there. Yeah, so heads up, if anything does happen, yes, I will stop. I will stop it and just get to just chatting for the rest of the stream, and then chat about anything, just chatting, and then we'll just end the stream if anything happens. All right, so let's see, roof and train proposals.
What makes for a truly stunning?
Oh.
You can't overcome Mother Nature. Gotta meet her halfway. You can't overcome Mother Nature. Gotta meet her halfway.
Festival is fun, but since it's an outdoor event, you are at the mercy of the weather. Yeah, that's the thing. It's outdoors. So if you're dressing in costume during a heat wave and singing for 8 hours, it's hell on earth hot. Yeah, I can see that happening a mile away. The moment that you in a bad weather like that, you're in the hot weather like that,
one with
that's
the
it.
ship.
You're in all kinds of trouble.
You become one with the ship. You become one with the ship. You can't overcome Mother Nature. Gotta meet her halfway. She's looking mighty fine now. You become one with the ship. She's looking mighty fine now.
Man, so we need more shell rocks so I can get the maximum mana cell charge. Okay. Let's see. I can probably get this. Oh, okay. That takes a lot of stuff. Okay. Try to get as much as I can. Let's see. I can get this. The pace of craft stuff will be lowered, and I won't be able to get any other stuff here. I'll get more shell rock.
She's looking mighty fine now.
I can at least
You
get
can't
this.
overcome Mother. Anything else I can help with?
Oh, I get it. Yeah, strength, but this one will do the break. Okay. I tried meeting Mother Nature halfway. She washed me out with a tsunami.
Anything else I can help with? Hope it serves you well. Hope it serves you well. Bon voyage to you. Hope it's anything. Swing by again.
All right, let's go. That's the fishing over there. I'll deal with that later. I'm gonna remember to save. I'm like PlayStation 4. Stay cool. Stay cool. Don't overheat. Stay cool.
Something's gotta give or we'll be screwed. Shit. No way around it. Hey, Rafe! I call for a truce. Stewing in all this bad blood is just gonna hurt our next mission.
What? You still on about that scrape we had? Not everything demands a big public announcement, you know. I don't bring that sort of baggage with me to the battlefield, unlike a certain goofball on deck.
Whatever! A truce is a truce, and that doesn't mean I admit any blame, just so we're clear.
Is this supposed to be their way of patching things up?
What can I say? These two have always been like this.
Let me see.
We must ensure that the Sandras is sufficiently stocked for battle. The bandages and dressings we requisitioned from that Griegr ship will go a long ways toward that.
Dang, nice work, Doc. You put an ex-thief like myself to shame.
No doctor I've met has been anything like you. Where'd you learn to be so cunning?
I'm getting up there in years, so chalk it up to life experience. The time I spent up in the sky was particularly eventful.
The sky? Guess anything's possible for a pal of Adol's. No, I'm just talking crazy.
I'm happy to lend an ear whenever you require.
All right. Here we go. Yeah, so we're heading here, Fallon Island.
Let's be off!
Oh, my bad. I was supposed to speak to the... Man, I was going over here. I was like, oh, yeah, I was supposed to speak to the chief. What am I doing? I was like, I'm disembarking.
Right,
but it's like, no, you got to
disembark.
talk to the chief to start the mission. Okay. All right. They're over here.
Use it well. Here, take it.
Oh, I get more gold. I'll get
Come
that.
on.
Okay. Let's go.
Yippee! There's nothing like the open sea. This takes me back a good 40 years. Don't get too carried away or you'll throw out your back again, you old coot.
Those geezers sure are fired up, huh?
I'm worried, though. Is involving them in this plan really a good idea?
Well, the strategy is a sound one at least.
Those old guys are pretty cool in my book. I like their style. If somebody that cool is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
All right, everyone. We'll go over the plan for this joint operation with Ilmer Village one more time. The White Whale seems to have a habit of going after ships. So, we'll sail the Sandras through the area at top speed to lure him out.
Once he's spotted us, we'll lead him to a reef due west of Ralphos Island.
Aye. There, the villagers will use their fishing nets to trap the whale in the reef. Then, we make our way out of the reef and head straight for Ralphos Island.
And from there, we land and launch an attack on their fort, yeah?
This is the first time I've ever had to do something like this for real.
Well, I know I'm ready to kick some undying ass. That poison Dr. Flare whipped up will let the rest of us finally help out.
Adol and I will lead the charge. Once we're ashore, I want you to take the helm, Ezer.
Understood.
Wraith, Gren, and Doki will make up the next wave after us. Your job will be to deal with any enemies that slip by me and Adol.
Got it. We'll also be escorting any rescued villagers from Ilmer back to the ship.
I guess that's a fair price to pay for the old guy's help. Well, not like we wouldn't rescue the villagers either way.
Our ultimate goal is either to take Yurth out completely, or at least drive her out of these waters. We can do this. Right, Adol?
Well, we've gone a lot since last time.
Aye. Just you wait, Yurth. This time, we're gonna pay her back twofold for what happened at Karnak.
Once we land, I'm going to save right after this, so that way. I'm going to save more often.
Dealing with the white whale, slipping into the fort. Our to-do list just keeps piling up.
You're telling me... Are we really up to the job?
This battlefield is ours alone to storm. Help never came back in Karnak, and that's not changing here.
I don't want to have to go through anything like that ever again. That's the whole reason I joined this crew to begin with. We got this in the bag! Just you wait and see!
There Gren goes again. Oh, can't you take your shrieking somewhere else?
Now that's a fine catch.
Save. There's a check. Let me check something real quick. Yep, better be. Now getting up them levels, you know.
A blessing from our divine master.
We're closing in on Ralphos
All
Island.
many blessings right about now.
Sign of the whale?
So making this far.
None yet.
Been close
Rosa's
to
on
40.
lookout duty? That's a pretty big responsibility.
She's sharp-sighted with a keen eye for detail. Besides, she's been looking to prove herself for a while now. That's a feeling I can understand.
Oh?
White whale spotted! He's directly below us!
Adol! Hard to starboard!
Holy crap!
Okay, we've got his attention. Now we lead him toward the reef! Rosa! Don't take your eyes off that whale!
Yes, ma'am!
All right, men, we're up.
Let's show them what the fishermen of Ilmer Village can do.
Yeah! Planned alive? He's struggling harder than we planned on.
It's like he doesn't even care if he gets hurt. He's so strong. It's unreal.
Don't count us out yet, Roggle! We've still got some fight left in these musty bones!
The fishing boats!
Hey! Those old-timers aren't
I don't think you would make tuna sandwiches
Still
with a
need your
white
help down the
whale.
line. There's gotta be something we can do
I think
for him.
if you make some sandwiches, I think it would be tuna. Because that's a tuna fish. I'd say it'd be like, I don't know, some whale blubber or something. No, some whale meat.
She's right.
Whale
How can you
sandwiches.
tell the Sandris apart from
White
any
whale
other ship?
sandwich. May turn to mayo.
Huh? What's that gotta... Oh, I get it. If you're
They make a
involved, then that makes
whale
sense.
mayo type.
When it came to Evie, she
This is a
sent
white
him
whale.
after me and Adol specifically. I know exactly what you're thinking. And I agree. Can't let the old-timers have all the fun, huh? Change of plans, everyone. Easer, take the helm right away.
Understood.
Hey, what are you planning?
You maniacs.
Now that's getting me hungry.
Let's do
A1
this, brother.
sauce.
And jump!
Whoa. Okay.
Great! He's coming this way! Let's draw him to that island over there! Time to move, Adol!
Whoa ho ho.
Surf's up, dude.
He looked right at us.
I see that red eye and everything. I accidentally pushed X instead of circle, but it's alright. Adjusted. Let's ride!
It's crumbling! Get a move on!
Whoops. Pushed the wrong button.
It's crumbling! Get a move on!
He's coming from below!
Sheesh Louise. Let's go, we riding.
All right! Just keep on luring him!
Rocks incoming!
Bring it on! We'll dodge him! Right when we need it! Here I go!
Whoops. My bad. I don't even know why I grabbed that. I was fine.
Just keep on luring him!
I think I was trying to see if I can swing
We'll
with it
dodge
while
him.
landing on the thing, but it's...
Right when we need it!
Thank you.
Up front! Here I go! Not much further now!
Let's ride all right.
Get
Come
hit,
on
shield
now.
brother!
Back at you, Karja!
Nice shot. Next month, 2 awesome games come out. Rune Factory 5 and Lost Soul Aside. I heard that one. The kicker, they both released on the same day. Oh, you got your mouth open, you miss.
That's the way.
They swing and a miss.
All right, now we can face him here. Whoa! He's not slowing down at all! A Griegr? Was that thing controlling him from the inside like some kind of parasite?
Ugly. Ugly.
Switch! What? Switch! Crossover! Shatter! To bits! Together!
Gotcha.
Trouble! Fire and ice!
Come on.
Fire and ice!
Whoops. Tried the wrong direction. Whoops.
Shatter! To bits!
Yeah, I just have to time it when they do those red critical attacks. Come on.
Lorna, to me!
Get this done!
How's this? Lorna, to me!
They got me!
This is gonna happen.
It goes through! Lorna, to me! How's this? Fire and ice!
Gotcha. One of those guys, huh?
To me!
They got me! Here I go!
Fire and ice! Shield brother, together! Crumble!
Whoa!
You're done!
Nice. They just did their own version of Judgment Cut from with Virgil's. They did their own version of like Virgil's Judgment Cut. A little bit there.
Looks like he really was being controlled by
Though
that Griegr
Virgil's
parasite.
is more epic because of the glass shatter effect and all that. I'm glad, and everything freezing before he sheathes his sword away. I'm glad he's back to his senses.
Aye. First off, we'll need the Sandras to swing by and pick us up. Let's make our way back to the reef.
Alright, looks like we restored the whale's consciousness then. They save right here. Yeah, these two... I mean, this is the first time... I mean, I've played a game where, like, you have, like, two... I think you have, like, some two characters you can choose from or play as or, like, something. But not, like, to this extent. Not like this. This is really nice. I'm just checking around, see what's around here.
All right, better mark this area on the map.
We got a rune stone. All right. And we got a fishing area. I guess it wouldn't let me because I was trying to get it. It just had red mark. I mean, it'll let me know. It'll probably let me do it later, I think.
Is he offering to give us a ride?
Look a gift whale. Let's not look a gift whale in the mouth.
Aye. I'm not getting any hostility from him anymore. Whoa!
Well, pretty much we freed it from its from the mind control that was taking place by that Griegr. So
Adol, this is amazing.
recognizing we're the ones who helped free him, it's like, yeah.
Ahoy there! Give him
Why not
one
help
for
out?
you two!
We're drawing close to Ralphus now. The plan might have changed a little, but we'll just have to roll with it.
Ooh, I think I have an idea. Just want to be on the safe side. So what I'm about to do is,
to draw the enemy ships away from the fort.
once we get to the
Use
island,
the opening to make landfall and
I'm
start
gonna
kicking
save.
some ass. Me, Rafe, and Dogi will be right
and
behind
then
you.
Sure you'll be okay?
Yes!
Yeah, it
we'll
shouldn't
make do
be,
somehow!
it might actually
Enemy
cools down.
ships
Actually,
approaching up
the
the
sound for my PS4 stops when I leave the game application.
So they spotted the Sandras already. Guess this is our chance for a surprise attack.
All right, guys, we're going in.
So first,
Sure
let me do
thing.
this part.
We got this.
It is dangerous. You have an idea. Ideas, depending on your ideas, there can be risks to them.
That was a big help. Thanks.
There can be risks. You want, you can ask Jack Sparrow.
Right then.
He was going to do
That's
this
your
one
sport,
thing,
huh?
and
I
these
guess
guys
it's finally time.
from this group or whatnot said,
Your brand.
"You're insane."
No
and he
doubt
said,
about it.
he
She's
said,
definitely
"Yes."
here.
He said, "Yes, of course, because if I wasn't, this probably would never work." And apparently, yeah, it did work. It just. So what I'm gonna do, so I can see about, because my PlayStation makes a loud sound when I'm doing this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save. Don't worry, I'll load it back up. So I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna chat for a little bit. Oh, sound going down. Sound going down, good. And I'm gonna let it kind of settle for a little bit while we chat about games or whatnot, just for about 5-10 minutes, just for a couple of minutes, and then I'll load it back up again. That's the plan, because I want to at least give it some air. Yeah, just want to be on the safe side. I won't be doing this often in my streams on my PS4. Just doing this one time. Yeah, it cooled down. Yeah, the sound went down. But that lets me know, like, the sound goes up when I load the game and when I have this capture card on. But I don't think it makes the sound if I don't have the capture card on. I just play the game. I'll try to see if that's what happens. If it doesn't make the sound while I'm playing the game, it's good to go. But if it still makes the sound while I'm playing the game, then I think that's something I might need to address. See how my PlayStation looks. Maybe I might need to clean it out a little bit. Yep, good old Jack Sparrow. Mm-hmm. Pirates of the Caribbean is one of my favorite films. Film series. I think they had the first one, the second one. They made like 4 movies. I think it was 5. I think it was 5. He had part 1, he had part 2, and then he had part 3. Then he had part 4. Because part 1, you introduce the Jack Sparrow, you introduce the characters, and you're dealing with that one captain guy and his crew who they took some gold thing that had like a curse attachment to it that caused them to be walking skeletons. And they couldn't die as much, really. Of course, if you blew them to pieces, that would be it. But yeah, they would be like walking skeletons, like walking undead in a way. And then you saw it 5 times. You really loved it. Hey, I know. Hey, this movie was good. And the second one involved Davy Jones. That one was insane. Bill Nighy was the one who played as Davy Jones. And Davy Jones Locker. I remember that ship. They controlled the Kraken. That was insane. And then the third one involved, the Aztec Gold. That was the first one, yeah. And then the third one involved Davy Jones again. And I remember, because of the end of the second one, you know what happened with Jack Sparrow. Yeah, Johnny Depp, he stole the show and all that. He's good. He's good. And then the third one, if you know what happened with that one, they dealt with Davy Jones and that Navy group that was trying to take control because they had the chest with the heart thing. And then the fourth one involved Blackbeard, who was able to control his ship. He used his sword and he would have his ship. He was able to control the ship's behavior. He would use it. he would move his hand and his sword around to cause like the roping of the ship to grab someone or grab something. Like he can literally control the ship in a certain way. Kind of supernatural like. And then the fifth one involved some crew that Jack Sparrow kind of screwed over a bit. I'm trying to remember the actor who was part of that crew, and they were kind of weird looking. It's like part of their body was missing some things, but it's like they look like shaded kind of beings or something. And that one involved like something about a trident that apparently can put an end to all curses or something. It was really interesting. It was really weird. But yeah, there's 5 movies. Right there. Whew. Yeah, actually cool. Yeah, I actually cut that noise down. Nice. Just giving it a few minutes, let it settle a bit. Then open it right back up. And I'll do the whole fort. But yeah, man, this it's really something. Excuse me. It's funny because I mean that's like the one pirate film series I got involved in. I mean, you know, you have like all these old pirate type film shows or something like that, but it's like this is the one that kind of stood out to me. And seeing it in the theater, and I really enjoy it. Like, seeing it in the theaters is where it was at. It was, like, I really enjoyed it in the theaters. Theater-wise, I really, really enjoyed it. It was really good in the theaters. Alright, about to get this thing. I'm also looking for something. Where is it? Did I delete it? Probably. Oh, I do have some nice images I can use too. Oh, there's that one. Okay. Now that I've given it a little space. Wasn't it also Disney's first PG-13 movie? Before that, it seemed like all they were making were those Disney cartoon movies or TV series. Good question. Was it their first PG? Was it their first PG-13 movie? I mean, yeah, you had all the animation stuff. That's what they kept making. But yeah, I think it was their... I mean, besides being like, you know, we're talking like, besides like the typical like Disney TV stuff. Because I remember I would tune in on Disney on TV and it would be like all these different TV films and stuff. And they were all, you know, Disney-based TV films, but they weren't like stuff that were like, you know, theater worthy, you know what I mean? So it's like, Nice music. Dun, 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 dun. Woo, the music.
All right, better mark this area on the map. Sorry, but can you run me an errand?
Ah, so you can get these things made. I only have so much gold. Let me get some more gold first.
What's next? Thanks, Hugel.
Whoops.
Sorry, but can you run me an errand?
As well, we want to make medicine, but I need an empty bottle. I realize I don't have an empty bottle.
What's
oh
next?
no. I could have maybe got one at some point. It's okay. It's okay.
Came out pretty good.
You gotta have your you got your stuff. It's okay. Okay.
What's next? Thanks, Hugel. Pretty sure something's around here. Get moving!
Dun, 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 dun. I do like some of the music.
Yeah.
Some of these
Pretty sure something's around here.
places. All right.
Fear not thy fate. Those who fall with valor shall be ushered into their divine kingdom.
Those mana-wielding brats are here? But that can't be! Their ship is still out there!
We have our orders from Lady Yurn. You won't set foot beyond this point!
For her! Let's get fire and ice! Let's get
Oh, nice. Gotcha. That was tight.
Okay, let's make our way inside.
Oh, I gotta use that elements on that one instance. Alright. Okay, so I can't jump down there.
Here I go. Nice try.
Speaking of skill, let me check. Where am I at on my skills right now? So I'm working to just master as many of them as possible to get the upgraded skills. So far I got Brave Ascent, which is one of those, and I think Lightning Saber was one. Yeah, I think that's one, and so forth. So yeah, I'm just working on trying to get most of these complete so I can get some of the more the other ones I did see, but of course some of them also require me to be at a certain level, so mastering these is one thing, but for some that might be at a certain level, that's where I'll need to work on getting leveled up so that I can get those ones as well. Let me see, I got the Adamas. Yeah, I know you get that one. Okay. Yeah, I like that one. And that one's cool too, but yeah, it's just like, yeah, this is just tight, bro. Oh, I love the double vortex. Okay. And double smash. Run to me!
Let's get this done.
How did that combo go? Did I go like... I remember I did like a combo thing. I know the other guy already figured out his combination, but I think... Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Ah, right on the skin. It's fine. There we go.
Mana, to me!
Really? Yeah, tell me about it, man.
Get moving.
I like doing some of them.
Let's get 'em.
Especially like the air juggling and then like keeping in the air and everything. I like doing that. Ha!
Looks like a hassle and a half. Can't catch me! How's that? How's that? In my sight! Trouble! Catch me! How's this? How's that?
Defeated.
Bye-bye.
Eat this!
Healing potion number 3. Good. Another
A
puppet.
puppet. Maybe one of the villagers
Ooh,
from
wonder
Ilmer.
who are you?
We'll just have to take it down.
Ah, I didn't know you were gonna pull that one off.
Mana, to me!
Not a chance!
How's that? Shatter to bits! Mana, to me! Fire and ice! How's this? Shield Gregory, together! Dodge this!
Let's get him!
Trouble! Mana, to me!
Let's get him!
Shatter to bits! Switch! Think again! How's that? Mana, to me!
Switch!
Nice. Yep, we got another empty bottle.
Who are you guys? Oh, right. The village. What happened to the village?
Are you from Ilmer?
Yeah. My name's Thomas.
Thomas.
That's what's been going on?
Okay.
I guess we didn't end up doing any good in the end after all.
What do you mean?
I'm embarrassed to say it now, but I got upset with my old man when the Griegr first showed up because I thought he was being too cautious. So my friends and I stormed out of the village and tried to fight them off. We had no idea just what we were dealing with.
I can respect wanting to take him head on rather than running away.
Yeah, but in the end, it didn't do any good. We even wound up being forced to help them.
Hey! Adol! Karja!
Whew, finally managed to catch up with you.
Tomato. Got here faster than expected.
Yeah, we waited for a chance to slip by and then the three of us came ashore. The Sandras is still out there keeping the enemy ships busy.
Our opening gambit might have changed, but from this point on, we're back to the plan. Shall we start by escorting this guy to safety?
Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
You and Karja go on ahead, Adol. I'm sure everyone else on the Sandras will be here soon enough once they settle things out on the water.
Aye. Counting on you guys.
I think for tomorrow's stream, I'm gonna try to see if I can get some. Well,
Switch!
I have to.
I was almost impressed they built this fort.
I don't know if I'm gonna get.
I guess it's
use
just an
it.
old building they're
I'll
reusing.
decide
Still,
what to do.
the Griegr poured their blood, sweat, and tears into this.
Because tomorrow will be like a
Can't go wrong knocking it down.
until like in the evening. It'll be like a chill, just chatting and discussion stream about 2 characters from the Persona series.
Pretty sure something's around here.
More details will be provided in the stream itself eventually, so just look out. It will be
here
posted.
too?
Eat this! Not a chance! How's that? Strike back! How's this? Mana! To me! Shatter! To this! Mana! To me! It goes through!
Eat this! Let's get this done! Let's get this done!
Trouble!
Let's get
Shatter! To this! Fire and ice! Shield covering!
Yeah.
Together!
Nice.
Wait, this guy is...
Wait, have I seen him? Mayor Clement?
Seems they brought some of the Karnak townsfolk here too.
It's the mayor himself.
You! What was I? So then, that nightmarish
I'll get to your comment in a
hellscape
moment. Let me just.
wasn't just a dream after all.
Pops?
Here we go.
Oh, Gren? That's good. You made it out okay then.
How do I put this? About Karnak.
I know. They told me what happened.
I see.
Pardon me, Adol, but is there someplace I can go to catch my breath? No doubt I'd only slow you down if I stayed put. All right. Sorry to trouble you, son. I'm still feeling a bit out of sorts.
Sure. Rafe should be pretty close by too, so...
And his
yeah,
eye
we'll
opens,
get it
looking over
figured
there,
out.
like, me? Like,
Okay, Adol. Let's press on.
well, You gotta have to get them out of there somehow.
Let's get this done.
Nice. So how's my progress with
Something's
Rebirth?
off.
So,
I want to sense around.
So you probably didn't get the opportunity to check out my stream on Rebirth. So I will say this because I know
Something's off.
the VOD is
I
on my
wanna sense
channel.
around.
So like, one of the things I'm gonna try to do in the future is to encourage people to check out my VODs more, because especially if I stream the game, because that's where if people want to know, hey, how far did you go? My response might be, well, if you want to know, you can check out my VOD, which is not bad. And you can even skip to the end to see where I was last at. But to give you a bit of a
Pretty sure something's around
quick
here.
quick sum, all I will say is that I'm somewhere involved with Gold Saucer. I'm in the second run of Gold Saucer. That's pretty much what I can tell you. If you want to see what happened and see what I did and everything, I have the VOD on my channel. It's the latest one this week. That one shows everything that happened with what I did in terms of Gold Saucer. As you must know. And plus, it's just kind of encouraged.
Seems like a hard nut to crack.
Kind of checking out some of my stuff. I'll probably try to, like some cases, I'll try to like post some short vids of some of my gameplay of streams. Though I haven't been doing so as much, but I'll try to do much of that. That way, people can at least get like a short version of some of my gameplay of the stream, so that way they'll get to see that, and then they'll have an idea of where I'm at. But yeah, checking out the stream, the VOD, kind of as a way to, so then you can get an idea of where I'm at and what I did and everything.
Pretty sure something's around here.
Nice. Nice. Ah, the return to Gold Saucer, very impressive. Have you enjoyed the mini games and side quests? Yeah, though the side questing stuff I stepped away from eventually because I found out that I was building a lot of character affinities and I wanted 1 to 2 characters to have the strongest affinity for the Gold Saucer date. So for surprise purposes, I would say, I think I recorded it. I'll try to see if I recorded it. If I didn't record it, then I would say check out not the latest Final Fantasy VII Rebirth stream, but the one just before the current one. That one has it where you get to see who I dated. But I'll try to see if I have clipping. I think I recorded it. Then I'll post it. You'll get to see who I actually got to be on the date with. Yeah, I'm sure I recorded it. I'm just trying to remember.
In my sight.
Get out of here with that crap. But the mini games are also kind of fun as well.
Get moving. Let's get him.
Mana, to me!
Boo! You suck.
Here I go.
You fell all the way down there. I remember my brother, I think I saw him play, what was it called? Gears of War. I think it was the first or second one. Oh, the race. Yeah, the races are pretty fun. Oh, there you are. Guess you decided to come back, huh? And there was a moment where you had to like drive, or you had to, yeah, you had to drive this vehicle, and there was this guy who was trying to guide you, and he would say like, he would mention like the time on the clock, would say like 6 o'clock, you know, all that kind of stuff, to try to guide you to where you need to go. And if you kept messing up the driving a lot, he'll get frustrated. And then there was one point where he said, maybe I'll drive. You suck. Yeah, he literally says that to you. Whoops, my timing on it.
Can't catch me! It goes through! Fire and ice! Fire in the hole!
Really?
Here I go. Get moving.
Well, ain't no way I'm going down there. You're lost, buddy. You're lost. So it's like Howl got mastered. Ooh. Wall tide. Nice. Whoa. Well, let me master some of these before I even get to use that. Let me say right now. Yeah, I gotta make some more. Well, let's try one. Somebody might like it. Ooh, gift. Oh, got another crewman. Another person. Excuse me.
Shatter to bits!
Yes.
Dodge this! Let's get this done! Fire and ice! Down some! Eat this! How's that?
Not this time, buddy. Ooh, good thing I blocked that this one time. Gotcha. When I realized that mastering certain skills unlocked other higher level skills, I made it my mission to master all of them to make sure I didn't miss out on anything awesome. Yep, that's true.
Oopsie daisy. Who the hell are you two?
Us? Who in hell are you?
Wait, isn't he that drunken
Me?
guy?
I'll tell you who. I'm the great Dawson. from
Isn't that one guy
Karnak,
that was
that's
drunk
who.
in Karnak?
You know this guy, Adol?
I think I vaguely remember him.
Of course you do. I am pretty well known around town, after all.
Yeah, he's that drunken guy.
This guy seems like a real pain in the hind. He's not one of the villagers from Ilmer, so let's just leave him here and move on. Oh, so you're not a total goody-goody after all.
Oh, that guy's another one from Karnak, isn't he? Gosh, would you look at that? Drunk as a skunk.
Good timing. Could we have you deal with this guy?
That's what I'm here for. Sure thing.
Got a lot of the people from Karnak here. They got a lot of people from the villages. Interesting. Although I do notice the purple hair. Almost similar complexion. Almost similar complexion. What's wrong?
Probably should have spoken up earlier. Don't think you're gonna like it, though. We gotta go back to where we left Rafe. Now. No time to explain. Let's...
What are you doing, you bastard?
Wasn't expecting to do this here. I worried I'd lost my chance after what happened to Karnak. But seems the trip home was worth it after all.
Damn it! We're not gonna...
Gren.
Hey, what the hell's going on here?
Rafe! What are you doing? This is Dawson! Your
Yep.
dad!
Yep, I thought it was his father.
That's what I was afraid of. There's no way he could be drunk if he'd only just been turned back into a human.
Gosh, would you look at that? Drunk as a skunk.
He must have been a pretty heavy drinker before, though.
Probably hates the guy so much. Heavy
Rafe,
drinking alcoholic.
What the
Probably
hell has gotten into you?
probably didn't really treat
Not
him
a
well
thing.
growing up. Maybe.
But if you really plan to stop me, it'll have to be over my dead body.
So he probably hates him a ton.
Gren, surely you can understand how I feel. If only a little.
Even if I do, that still doesn't make it right! Is this the reason you became a mercenary?
Hey, you crazy asshole! Why the hell are you trying to kill me? What'd I ever do to you? I ain't never even met you before!
Are you serious? You really think blatant lies will get you out of this?
I don't think he's lying, Rafe. The booze really took its toll on him while you were away. It doesn't seem like he remembers anyone. Not you, your mom, or...
What? What do you mean he can't remember? There's no way.
I'm not really sure what the whole story is here, but it seems pretty thorny. At any rate, don't worry about this. I'll take Dawson back to the ship myself.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
Gren, you go with Rafe.
Dogi. Okay, I understand.
Adol, Karja, you two go on ahead. We can't let everyone's efforts getting us here go to waste.
damn straight.
That's sad. Yep, the heavily alcoholic father.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely hates him so much. The guy can even recognize it, like it's just he's completely just like mind wiped memory.
That chill, brother. The air's thick with the stench of bloodlust. Let's go pay that witch back for her little nighttime spree in Karnak.
He's about to fight this lady.
Switch!
Switch!
Europe. Here I come! So I got to level 49, huh? Okay. Put that in there instead.
Better mark this area.
Just gonna switch that out for now. I'll bring it back. I just want to punch her lights out. That's why I picked it. Well, see if I can punch her lights out. But anyway.
Yeah.
And there she is. Europe,
After what you did on Calon and Fallen, after all your little interferences, you dare sully my fort with your filthy presence? Karja,
Yeah, the
Adol,
mana release system is really something to work
How much further
with.
must you torment me before you
I like the
be
different
satisfied?
effects
You
they have.
started all of this when you raided Karnak. Who in hell is this vessel you're after? And why are you trying to find him?
You mind your tongue, girl. The vessel is the one who will become our liege.
Your liege?
We Griegr of the Trident were born into this world from our human liege. And it is they whom we admire and respect above all else, who we long to serve with every fiber of our beings.
Human
Putrid
liege.
whelps like you would do best not to speak of matters you know nothing about.
Born from them.
Griegr born from a human? How can that be? And if it's true, then why do you look down on us humans?
How dare you even presume yourselves an equal to our liege? No matter the era, you humans never change. You constantly discriminate, categorize, and restrict one another with all your little labels and rules and lines in the sand. In this way, you mask your fears and anxieties, shackling yourselves for the illusion of comfort and safety. Why, oh why, do you so desperately long to cast all your freedoms aside? I wonder if you might be able to understand, Adol. Human beings live their lives ever at the mercy of someone or something. That is precisely why I make them into my puppets. To liberate them from that wretched existence. Karja, Adol, come join their ranks and experience true freedom.
The fact that you make them puppets, though.
Allow me to get this done show just for you. How unsightly!
Whoa. I think that goes against what you're saying.
How shall I have you squeal for me next?
We gotta figure out a way to pin her down, Adol. How's this? Not a chance!
Insolence. You want it!
Here I go! Shut up!
Shatter to bits!
How's this?
You
All right.
will come to regret this. Away with you! You quit! Away with you! Out of my sight! Mana! To me! Switch! Away with you!
Switch!
Switch! You get close! Mana! To me! Present from me! Mana! To me! An exclusive show just for you!
My blood is boiling!
Fire and ice! Out of my sight!
Here I go!
Vexing little pests flittering about.
Someone's losing ground fast. Hope you're ready for some gut desserts,
Quit! Shatter to bits! Mana to me!
Come on.
Catch me!
Quit!
Try to see if I can get away from that.
You quit! Out of my sight!
Something's off.
A little present from me. You from brute! Mana to me! I lost. Impossible! From brute! Mana to me!
Come on. Gotcha. Alright. Looks like I got her.
You cretins! How could this be? Othar warned me that young humans could improve at a rapid pace, but...
You escape.
Wings? Where did those come from?
As though I'd ever tell you! First you scar my face, and now you have the gall to pile even more indignity upon me! But even if you manage to get through here, you'll never make it all the way to the Marine Triangle. The Balta Sea Force will come to know true despair in the waters ahead. I promise you this.
Really?
Blood and thunder. You let her get away.
Huh. At least you understand things better now.
Aye. Guess we'll just have to be happy with that for the time being.
Nice. Yeah, ogre. I know you're gonna fight that guy. You're gonna fight the other one, the big guy later. The one who gave us that snake-like tattoo.
Thank you so much for everything. You brought my dad
serpent
back
tattoo
safe and
around the
sound.
neck.
I'm really sorry you had to go through that, son. I put you in danger all because I wasn't willing to listen to Grandpa and Rogel.
That's enough of that. You probably would have been more willing to listen to
he
us
was
if
from
we'd
here.
been better about listening to you. Let's talk things over. Not just about fishing, but about how we'll all move forward from here.
I'd like that, Rogel.
Adol, Karja, we truly can't thank you enough. I shudder to think what might have become of us if you hadn't shown up.
What was all thanks to your plan?
Well, technically, our plan didn't really work in the end.
Technically.
The only reason things ended up coming together was because of your quick thinking and unwillingness to give up.
Hey, if you ask me, you guys were really impressive holding back the white whale and nothing but a few fishing boats.
It was magnificent. You overcame all the odds like true men of the sea.
You folks sure know how to bring a smile to an old man's face.
It just occurred to me, but are you the rest of the Sandras's crew? Never in all my years would I have expected you to be a gaggle of teenage tenderfoots.
I see. What happened to Karnak? It must have been very hard for you, losing your home. And yet, despite that...
More like because of it, actually. We can't let any more people suffer the way we did.
Gren. Yeah, you're right.
Well, at the very least, you'll always be welcome here in Ilmer. It can't replace the hometown you grew up in. But we got all the fresh fish you can eat.
That sounds wonderful. Oh, thank you so much.
Mayor Clement, your town sure has some brave, commendable kids in it. Sometimes it can be hard for us old-timers to remember what it was like to be their age. But when I see them working so hard, it makes me feel like we still have a lot left to give.
I appreciate the kind words, Chief. Having said that, Gren, there's no need for you and the others to be on the Sandras any longer.
What?
Mr. Carpent has informed me of the course of events so far. By the sound of it, you've made great efforts to overcome every hardship within your means. And I thank you for saving me and everyone else you've come across. However, there's no need for you to continue putting yourselves in harm's way. Leave the rest to Adol and the Balta Sea Force.
Hold on a damn minute! We did all this. Got this far all on our own. We've learned so much from working with Adol and Karja. And now you want us to just...
Yes, you've learned a lot. I'm not denying that. So why not back off while you're still alive and put that experience to good use? Do you really think you're capable of doing anything against those inscrutable monsters? Yes, things might have worked out for you so far. But are you confident you can continue to face them despite not being able to use mana?
Confident? You want me to be confident? Well, I'm not, okay? What do you mean by confident anyway? Being so prepared that there's not a single chance the slightest thing might go wrong? If that's what I need to wait for, then I'd be sitting around preparing till the day I die! This situation is sink or swim. Why are we even having this conversation?
Excuse me, Mayor Clement.
Mirabelle?
Do you remember back when the town was burning down around you? You came and tried to save us. think Gren is just feeling the same way you did at that moment.
From what I hear, he pleaded with the Bolta Sea Force all by himself to join in and help rescue his fellow townsfolk. It's understandable for a father to worry after his son. But do you truly find any fault in his feelings? Or the actions he's taken?
Every parent has a responsibility to ensure the safety and happiness of their children. As a father yourself, Chief, I'm sure you can understand that. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, my. He went right for the throat there.
The mayor's still the same as ever, even in spite of everything that's happened.
Damn it. Huh? Oh, you betcha. Let's get everything prepped and cast off.
Speaking of father-son troubles, we've got another problem we still need to deal with. Wonder what he's planning to do now.
He said, every parent has responsibility for the safety of their children. I say, sure. But how much do you trust your child that they are willing to make their decisions? Considering that you seem to be a mayor of responsibility and has your decisions to make. And he seems to be modeling out of you just fine, just to pretty much to help out others. So, what? You can't trust him? To do that very thing that you seem to exercise the quality of? Kind of reminds me of God of War, up to God of War Ragnarok. There was God of War in 2016, and there was the one there was Ragnarok, when he had Atreus, who was later name was referred to as Loki. That's what his mother named him. Actually wanted to name him. But he like he would you know, watch after his boy, you know, let him know if he was ready when he was not ready for certain things. And it kind of got to a point later in Ragnarok when he finally allowed the boy to make his decisions to go out and venture on his own. He started learning to trust the boy further in Ragnarok. But when he was a little kid, yeah, he would like make sure he was raised, trained, and everything, of course. So when he was a little kid, obviously. But as he got a little bit more older, right? I think he was like a teenager at the time or something. Like, it was getting to a point where the boy was starting to make his decisions, but it was like he still wanted to be a father over him, so he makes sure the boy is making right decisions. But eventually, he came to the point where now the boy could be trusted. So I think even for a father, I think it's just that moment when the father may find out or recognize their child is ready to make certain decisions, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of maturity that is to be had when it comes to decision making for their kids. And if, you know, a father and mother will come to recognize or know when their child's ready. Even they themselves growing up had a point where they were let go by their parents to make their own decisions. Though it depends on how well the parents raised them too, so that's another thing. Yeah, growth and character development. Development of their character, their personality, development of like where they're going in terms of their goals. A lot of things to take into account.
Truly stunning ship. Listen up, and anything else I can help with?
I think I'll get some more stuff.
Anything
More
else I can help
materials,
with?
and then
I'll
then
be
I'll
praying for
make
your
some more
safe
upgrades.
travels.
No problem. Thank you so much for that prayer. I'm gonna need it. Okay.
I deal in sundries of...
Anything we got here? Just a couple of stuff here.
Anything else you need? I await your next visit.
Let me save. 'Cause I think I'm gonna probably, let me see. So I did play for about, looks to be about the 2-hour mark. Perfect, because I was only gonna play for a good length. So yeah. So let me just do this and see what I gotta do next, and then I'm glad we've saved people in this village and everything. This nice little dock.
Hello,
place.
hello. Well, a boxed lunch, right? Do you come back next time you're...
Hey kid, what's up? Alright, let's see. Saying Lata. If I known better, say you would have had a lot of sheep. a lot of goats. Yeah, I know this is the place where they were hiding when the Griegr showed up. So that's not the last time I'll be facing Europe. I mean, he has wings, so that's the first time I actually... Well, I fought her the first time, and now that's the second time. So, the first time I got a scar on her face, and this is the second time I fought her, and she flew away. So that means I'll definitely see you... How's it going, Dick? Definitely see ya. I'm just skipping through dialogue stuff, that's all.
Want to... Here. Take it. Here. Take it.
You like, here, take it,
Use it
bro.
well. You finished it. If you need anything else, you come to me, understand?
So you better come to me, boy.
Yeah. Oh?
And then there's like
We
the
got fish in the
occasion
water.
where, speaking of growth in character, there could even be the occasion where the child
throw a few
could end
lines.
up having bad character, which is unfortunate. And that can result in a lot of issues later. Whoops.
No, fumbled it.
Got it right.
Eat that fish.
Come on.
I'll help out.
Nice.
Okay,
Thank you, Adol.
let's reel it in.
Come here, you.
You put up quite a
Ooh,
fight.
we got a big one here. Sunny salmon. Alright, cool. A big catch. There's another fish thing
Adol,
over there, but that's all right.
Karja.
Do that later.
Rafe said he'd like to speak with you. Do you have a moment to hear him out?
I take it you've calmed down a bit?
Yeah. I'm sorry I jeopardized our operation on Ralphos like that. No. This isn't something that can be fixed so easily. I still haven't forgiven him either. But I still have my mom to think about. So I'd like to stay on the Sandras for now, if you'll let me.
I'm sure I'm not the best person to ask this, but why were you willing to go so far?
That man. My dad, Dawson, used to be the commander of the militia, and the best swordsman in all of Karnak. Me and my little brother Mark couldn't have been more proud to have him as our father.
Now that you mention it, I remember hearing the previous commander was a force to be reckoned with. And you say you've got a little brother?
One I was very close to. We spent all our time together.
Something happened, did it?
Both of us dreamed of becoming militia members like our father when we grew up. But then one day, the militia tried to crack down on a group of pirates who'd been making trouble in town. His sword arm was wounded during the battle. After that day, he wasn't able to swing a weapon anymore.
Oh, wow.
As a result, he had to leave the militia. Wasn't long before he developed an alcohol addiction.
Must have been depressed by that.
And we truly believed he'd snap out of it one day. Go back to the man we used to know. Mark and I both held on tight to that hope. It was the only thing that kept us going sometimes. But then one day, he tried to make me buy him booze with the money Mom had worked so hard to save up. And for the first time, I stood up to him, with predictable results. Mark probably couldn't stand seeing him hit me over and over like that. So he offered to go buy the drink in my place. But as Mark ran to the store, a passing Roman army carriage sped by.
What?
Trampling him to death beneath it.
Wow.
Ever since that day, I've had these dark, murky urges churning around in my chest.
Damn.
My dad was pretty famous in town, so I'm sure everyone knows.
Rafe, I want your skills on our crew, so you're still welcome on the ship. But, speaking as the captain, if you cause any issues while aboard, you'll get zero leniency from me. If you can accept those terms, then you've got my permission to come aboard.
Momina is currently looking after Dawson. As long as she's there, I believe Rafe will be able to restrain himself.
Right. Sorry to have caused you so much worry, Dr. Flair.
There will always be cases where parents and children just can't see eye to eye. But no matter their relationship, there's still a bond between them that can never be broken.
I suppose so.
At any rate, I understand your situation now. Board the ship as soon as you're ready.
Aye, aye, ma'am. Adol. Karja. Thanks.
Yeah, that's sad, bro. That's what happened to his little brother? Oh, heck no. That's just crazy, bro. You see, the thing about, like, you know, the whole alcoholic father thing, I saw something similar in Demon Slayer, where the father of one of the generals, or one of the top slayers, the one with the fire breathing, flame or fire breathing, or was it flame breathing or something, or infernal breathing.
Maybe I'll throw a few lines.
He had the yellow hair and everything. Oh my gosh, that was sad when he having seen the movie and everything, and what happens to him, but he fought well and hard as he could. But his father
That's the way.
kind of became alcoholic himself,
Seems about right.
talking nonsense about the whole group fire breathing and everything. Yeah, as a Hashira. Thank you, Hashira. So I don't remember the name of it. Yeah. And I know Tanjiro was the one who had to convince him. He kind of did a little fighting on the guy, but eventually the guy kind of cleared his act a bit and soberly wrote a letter and apologies and everything to Tanjiro and then like about his son, and because it was like the guy was just out of it, like, you know, for it's like a crutch where someone like some of the things I've come to learn is that some people
we can finally get to
they
the next
live
region.
where they like, oh, this is all I have, like this is my dream, this is what makes me, and when that thing is gone, like something happens that cuts them from it,
Seems like he came to see us off.
whether it's a lifelong injury or something.
All right, Adol. Set a course due south. We make for
They feel
specular bed.
defeated, they feel depressed, they get depressed, and then it's like they start turning to things, like someone might turn to drugs, alcohol, like they'll turn to different things just to try
Guess
to
those kids didn't need
ease
any
the
help
pain,
from us
numb the
after
pain
all.
and everything.
The princess has grown a great deal since she began working together with Adol. But I can't help wondering just why the Jarl... No, it's not my place to question. All shall proceed according to the will of Har.
Interesting statement there you made. Chapter 5 is done. Beacon of appraisal.
Hugel, you're back!
Gunhilda. Sometime Artist Festival on Balta Island. I don't know if we hold it. Ah, okay. Harvest Festival. Brutish Beast until a little dangerous beast who show up on Callan Island north of Fallon Island. Bringing harm to villages, watch on check. Would you be willing to get rid of them for us? What? Animal Prince. It's almost like it's a plea for something. Maybe a certain someone is hungry? Yeah. Yeah, so this is where I'm about to stop in a moment, but yeah, let me just say a couple of things. And then I'll do the conversations, and then I'll see what's up. I remember I watched WWE World Wrestling. I remember it was first World Wrestling Federation, and later became World Wrestling Entertainment. I remember a guy, a wrestler named who referred to as Edge, who had like a bad neck injury or something that caused him to no longer do wrestling.
The sea breeze is making me all sticky.
But what I found out is that he's still been like, he would take care of himself. Like he would still do his own gym workouts. He would still make sure he was eating healthy. Like he would still take care of himself. And then eventually it turns out
ways yet before Karnak is restored.
he had the go-ahead to go back to wrestling. But it took years. But I think when you look at it, he took care of himself. Like, he understood the assignment. It's like, okay, I know my neck injury stopped me from wrestling. That doesn't mean I can't take care of the rest of my body, right? Because he does the exercise, he does all that stuff. Doesn't mean I can't eat. Doesn't mean I can't take care of my family, my wife. Like, it just shows, like, when someone understands their values and what they care about so much,
Reminds me of my youth.
and not just like one or two things, like they look at what they care about more in most of their life around them, not just one thing. Then they learn how to take care of themselves better to handle that disappointment. You know, not many people could do that, but there are people who can, because they figure out, it's like they know what their values are, they know what they care about. You know, especially sports. People who do sports, they can have an injury, but it doesn't mean they can't ease and take care of the rest of their body. Is this horror statue cute? Where's this coming from? The topic coming up back when I changed into these clothes in Karnak. Oh, that's a word around like nobody's business. Yeah, they have different ideas of that too. They'll ask experts themselves. Yeah, we'll give you the full rundown. Rosa, what are some examples? They think you're cute. Yeah, when I was a kid, they mean the world to me. The dolls. Picards. Their itty bitty eyes are adorable, of course. But when they make those sweet little noises, I can barely contain myself. And faces while they sleep, I guess. Dolls, livestock, and children. So basically, small things are cute. That about the gist of it. That's partially true, but it isn't necessarily so restrictive. I suppose defining cute is more difficult than I realized. How about this? It's a word you use not just when someone's small, but when it's so lovable that it tugs at your heart. Yeah, you kind of have like different factors, different observations of what cute can mean to you. You name anything else? The white whale too, maybe. I'll agree. Okay. Of course, but more than that, whenever I see his skills of swordplay, my heart goes. I kind of feel like that's a little different. You gotta think, I'm like cute. Did something she said stand out to you? Hearing her say that gave me an epiphany. When the princess here calls Sash from Sueli cute, I think she's basing it off their outward appearances. The way they act and live their lives that resonates with the squeezes her heart. Like, oh, how cute. You know, if someone might act or something can be another way describing cuteness. My favorite Karja has increased. Yeah. That's why I learned my lessons, like, you know, I'm not going to let circumstances, even if it's one that might cut off, like, something I would do or, like, I would want to achieve. I'm not going to let that stop me from still working on other things to take care of myself and work on other possible achievements I could be creative in fulfilling, you know. It's a matter of the state of mind and the way you see things, what you believe at the end of the day. And that's going to determine what your values are and what you value and what you're willing to do. Yeah. But it really intrigued me, the things I learned from like observing with other
Time to water the seedlings.
lives and how they've managed and understanding, like even in my own life, how that can be applied. I sure as heck don't drink, and I don't want to. I don't want to smoke either. So like just because some
Where do we head
this
next?
didn't work out, I'm like, okay, that didn't work out. Well, if that appeared to not work out, what other things I can do to help work out around that thing, so I don't get so negatively impacted to the point where I'm depressed and I can't, and I feel like I had to turn to something addictive and develop addiction just to handle
we
it.
should modify the design here to...
He even came to see us off.
Oh, Mr. Whaley. I sure hope we get to meet him again someday.
Mr. Whaley? What's with the corny nickname? That thing put us through the ringer and back.
Aw, that's all water under the bridge, Karja. Besides, he's just so gosh darn cute.
Isn't he, though? Those shoe button eyes on that giant body? How could anyone resist?
Can't say I see where you're coming from. Then again, now that he's back to his senses... Mr. Whaley, huh?
About your father, Rafe.
My father? Never heard of him. Honestly, I'm still trying to make sense of things. So, sorry for making you worry, Mom. But would you mind giving me some space?
Just promise not to do anything you'll regret.
I learned anything. Yeah, you're always learning. You're always learning, you know. You're always learning. Broadening one's horizons and perspective gives birth to new insights.
Spick and span.
The extent of your vision is the extent of your blessing. The extent of what you see, the extent of what you know, the extent of how you see things is what's going to determine what comes to you, what
son of mine listen for once?
What you gain, and then what is fulfilled. Because sometimes we even hold ourselves back because of the way we think. So That doesn't mean you have to open yourself to like accept everything, because you're gonna have things you could choose to believe or not believe, or things you accept and don't accept. But at the end of the day, you choose, you know, what you want to believe or what you want to think, and then you learn as you go.
Wanna play hide and
Yeah, just like you, I have no desire to smoke and drink. Yeah, I absolutely drink water and I can't. He said, "Pretty please, no." I have no desire to smoke and drink. I exclusively drink water and I can't stand being in close range. So I go, screw up my voice. Yeah, I grew up, you know, when it came to my mom and everything and my parents, I just never could understand, like, how could someone be smoking and drinking? Like, you know what I mean? I grew up with that, just no interest in any of that.
Keep your heads on a swivel, crew.
None. And I am thankful, and I thank God I didn't have developed that interest. I mean, there are people who get lost in that stuff. And then you go, of course, you got like your casual smokers. They don't smoke too much, but they might have like a little smoke break, but then they can move on and not be too negatively affected. You okay, man? What's happening, bro? Okay. Yeah, so I know there's this thing over here. We got the sneaky ship. Okay. So yeah, it's that thing in Kalon. You got these 3 blue things, or these 4 blue things here. Okay. And you got a mark, yeah, Moonview Island. Okay. It's got a lot of stuff. Yeah, so I'm just chatting a bit before I end the stream, because I'm going to be stopping right here anyway. It's already past the 2-hour mark. Yeah. I kind of grew up not interested in the smoking and drinking stuff. I just enjoy video games and all that kind of stuff, but not the, yeah, none of that. I mean, if some people, you know, there's some people who might, you know, have a little drink here or there or smoke a bit. I mean, that's fine. I mean, like, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not totally against anyone's right to, you know, smoke or have a little, have a drink, you know. Yep. It'll be a nice discussion stream in the evening. Try to see how I'll design the thumbnail. It might be something simple. I don't know if I'll have time. I might see if I can make a newer overlay thing. Maybe I'll find something simple to use. Have some, like, relaxing music in the background or something. And it's like, oh, we're just chatting, just talking, you know. Just hanging out. But it'll be mostly just us talking about, like, the Persona series. But it'll be focused on... The focus of it is just 2 characters that I've thought about wanting to talk about for a while. I mean, I've already seen them before in the Persona series, but I was like, you know, I might want to talk about them more in depth, because it's like, there's something about them, especially one of them that I know dearly from, like, one of the Persona games that I like. You know, this person, I kind of like. There are things about him that I like. Yeah. So it must be nice Persona talk. I mean, it's not... I mean, I wouldn't say it's going to be like a very... I mean, because it's a chatting discussion stream, I don't think it's going to be too long. I mean, if maybe the length could be an hour and a half. Maybe. You know, might even just be an hour. But it'll be just like us just talking about the Persona character that I want to talk about. Okay. Well, I just saved, and I'm just going to go ahead and end it, because it's already the time frame that I expect to finish, and I made it through the time frame. So, this is XP ending the stream today. time to put the files away, put them in the folder, and stock them up for another occasion. The case will continue in another stream down the road. I kind of like how I made that new banner. If you haven't noticed, I made a new banner. So I just gotta yeah, so I made a new banner, so I just gotta I do want to upgrade my profile pic a little bit, but yeah. So I think with what I got so far with I think what I'll comment on about this game is I like the little partnership, the joint brother, like, you know, shield brother, shield sister partnership. You know, making sure we're on that same page in combat. I do like the skills, the attacks, and everything. So this human liege thing is very interesting. And they said human liege. I know one thing, that old man is very interesting. I mean, I did find like an old large axe or something. I found that painting, and so I think there's like one more chest. He sounds like his memories come back. So when I see him again, that tells me I'm gonna find out who he actually is. I'm thinking in the back of my mind if I'm thinking who it might be, because there was someone that was mentioned in the history of the game that being like a very tough warrior, but I don't know if that's him. Could be somebody else, you know. So just looking at clues here and there. I mean, if it's not who I'm thinking of, then it's definitely someone else. It might surprise me, but at least that's just some of the thoughts and clues I'm thinking of. But it may not be the case. I might have might not have the right person. But once I meet him again, we'll definitely get more clarity as to who this guy actually is that we visit on that strange island. When they said it was a human that gave birth to him, that mystery is hopefully will be solved as I go through the chapters. I don't think it's that guy, but we'll see. Maybe not. But there is that mystery lady. There's that conch, that lady that speaks to that conch. And I wonder if it has to do with that painting of that lady with the blue hair. Because the conch is blue, and I'm like, is that supposed to be her? So that's another thing. So the mystery of the conch lady that speaks to us, and then the old man whose memory at first seems to be shoddy, seems to be absent, but now he's remembering more of himself. So, but seeing that axe in one of the chests kind of got me thinking of a certain warrior that I was hearing about in those stone histories and stuff and dialogue. So I'm wondering if that's who he is. He's very tall too. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a warrior back then, and then he's gone up to age and now he's just retired. Who knows? These are about some of the where's that sound bite? At least some of the clues that leads me to play this. So maybe there might be something there about the characters there that I'm speaking of, but I'll only find out once I make more further progress. I always want to step back because I want to make sure, like, is this true? Is this who he actually is? So I'm thinking it's that one warrior that's the old man, but maybe it's not. But I've been hearing about in those stones that we've been reading, those rune stone, whatever you call those stones, and then I think some dialogue mentioned them. So I'm wondering if that's who he is, but he's elderly and he's older now. But if it's somebody else, unless it's from the future, or maybe what if it's a different timeline, or if he's of another world, I don't know. Or maybe he's in a faraway island and we're transported over there. See, that's another mystery. Where is that island? Why are we being transported there? Is the question. with more answers as I see him again. All right, then. Union Gamer, Haseo, hope you all have the rest of your good night. If you really enjoyed the stream, folks, and support the channel, then hit that like button. And anyone new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. You can see more of my RPG gaming investigations live, and also maybe share some like content of VODs from like some of my streams, so like some good gameplay experiences, and then maybe I am trying to do some, I'll try like maybe next week. I got some video ideas I know I've been wanting to work on. I just hadn't took the time to. But I will get to it once I make that time available. Okay then, folks. Have a good, blessed night. Enjoy yourselves. And I'll see y'all in the next case, in the next discussion, the next opportunity, which I know tomorrow will be one. Let's try to set it up as soon as possible. Okay then, folks. Peace out and good night.